Hello, parents and caregivers. Can we have a real talk from the egg chair for a sec? Because parenting can feel very different when it's your kid. You know, when it's your kid who hits, and it's your child who bites, and it's your kid who throws things. Maybe your child hits you or hurts another kid or a teacher, right? And suddenly, you're not just trying to help your child. You're trying to manage the looks, the judgment, the shame, the panic, the embarrassment, the voice in your head that's just constantly going, "What am I doing wrong? What is wrong with my kid? What is wrong with me?" Whew. So let's take a deep breath in and out. Because I know this one can really deeply impact parents and caregivers because it's that fear that just like kicks in and you start to worry. What if people think my child is bad? What if they think I'm a bad parent? What if this never changes? What if my kid is bad? And then your own nervous system? Well, that is offline now, right? Because let's be really honest, my friend. When it's your kid who's hurting others, it's going to activate something primal in us. Yeah, especially if you grew up around yelling, punishment, fear, chaos, and criticism. Right? So now your brain goes into threat mode as well. Oh, what does that look like? But I think here's the important part. Once we understand the nervous system, and understanding the nervous system does not mean excusing the behavior. Not at all, my friend. We are absolutely still teaching you cannot hurt people. Bottom line. And that really matters. You're trying to raise a little human. Safety matters. Boundaries matter. And accountability, wow, that also really matters. But punishment alone doesn't teach regulation. It actually does the opposite. And a dysregulated child cannot access the part of the brain that is responsible for impulse control, empathy, reasoning, problem solving, learning. That's the prefrontal cortex, right? And when the nervous system is overwhelmed, that upstairs brain, prefrontal cortex, goes offline. So I encourage you, instead of only asking, how do I stop this behavior? How about you also kind of consider what is happening underneath this behavior? Because behavior is communication, my friend. Is the child overwhelmed, rigid, feeling unsafe, perhaps lacking skills, struggling with transitions, sensory overload? Ooh, it's got some big, intense feelings. Perhaps they have poor impulse control. Maybe they're sleep deprived. Ooh, stuck in survival brain? There's like a lot that could be going on. And again, no, this doesn't mean there aren't consequences or repair. For sure, we need to have those. There's absolutely should be relationship repair. Helping your child check on the other child, mm, helping them calm their body, yes. Practicing what to do instead, building emotional language, and teaching replacement skills. staying close while holding those boundaries. That, my friend, that's where the growth happens. Not through shame, definitely not through fear, and not through making a child feel bad about themselves. Because kids who feel safe, connected, and regulated are far more capable of learning new skills. And parents, well, you deserve support too, my friend, because this stuff is hard when it's your kid. Oh, there's a whole bunch of stuff that comes up. And not because your child is broken, not at all. And it has nothing to do with you failing as a parent, but because nervous systems are messy. Humans are messy. And, and parenting asks us to stay calm inside moments that don't feel calm at all, especially when you don't even have the skill yourself. So, yes, honestly, that's the real work, right? Well, let's take a deep breath in and out. Parenting can be hard, and it was never ever meant to be done alone. So be sure to join our growing community. Check us out on other social media platforms and our school. We've got some really cool things coming out. You got this.